Ruben Amorim willing to give Paul Pogba third chance as player still loves Man United. Welcome to Manchester United Daily Updates. Before continuing this video, click the like button and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with the latest news from Manchester United. Paul Pogba still loves Manchester United, and could return when his doping ban nears its end, as a close friend believes Ruben Amorim would be willing to give him a third chance at the club. Bakary Sagna reckons Paul Pogba would love the chance of a return to Manchester United, and new boss Ruben Amorim would be willing to have him. French World Cup winner Pogba was hit with a 4-year doping ban after taking an illegal substance. But his suspension was reduced to 18 months by the Court of Arbitration for Sport, CAS, earlier this year, after it was decided he took the substance unintentionally. Pogba, 31, can resume training in January and will be eligible to play for a club again in March. The midfielder rejoined United in 2016 for a club record £90 million and spent 6 seasons at Old Trafford, helping the English Giants win 2 trophies. And former France and Arsenal star Sagna believes Pogba would relish going back to his former club to play under Portuguese coach Amorim. Sagna has spoken to Pogba, and the former Juventus superstar has made it clear he still loves United. Sagna told Mega Dice, "It's a different situation today at Manchester United to when Paul was previously there. United have a young coach, a coach that has been a player, a coach that understands the situation. He will probably be willing to have a player like Paul at his training sessions. Amorim was a player himself, so I'm sure the coach will be open to seeing him getting back home because he loves United. I have talked many times with Paul. He loves United. The only problem was the situation when he came back. That was a spell where things didn't go as well as they should have done. But Paul wasn't the only player that struggled at United during the time he was there." Manchester United facing competition for Christopher Nkunku's signature. Manchester United will reportedly face fierce competition in January if they wish to sign Chelsea forward Christopher Nkunku. After his first season at Stamford Bridge was hampered by injury, the France international has been eager to make an impression under Enzo Maresca. That has occurred during cup competitions, with Nkunku having contributed 9 goals from his 7 appearances in the EFL Cup and Conference League. However, the 27-year-old has been provided with just 1 start and 163 minutes of action in the Premier League, that including a 58-minute outing against Manchester City on the opening weekend of the season. Speculation has now emerged that the versatile attacker is becoming increasingly frustrated about his situation at Chelsea, having effectively become established as backup to Nicholas Jackson. With Nkunku possessing a contract until 2029, Chelsea will feel in a strong position with regards to his future, yet proposals are expected to come the way of the playmaker at the turn of the year. In recent weeks, it has been suggested that Nkunku has been identified as a target by new head coach Ruben Amorim, who would have the option of using him as one of his 2 attacking midfielders or as a center forward. Whether United would be able to negotiate a deal with Chelsea remains to be seen, particularly if United experience an upturn in fortunes under the Portuguese. Nevertheless, according to Team Talk, the Red Devils could face competition from Borussia Dortmund should Chelsea be open to negotiating a deal. The report suggests that a temporary switch to Dortmund is a more realistic option than United winning the race for his signature. Nkunku enjoyed the best stint of his career while playing in Germany, contributing 70 goals and 56 assists from his 172 appearances for RB Leipzig. Furthermore, Chelsea have history of negotiating mid-season loan deals, with Dortmund having allowed Ian Maatsen to move to the Westfalenstadion in January 2024, a deal that proved beneficial to all concerned. Although decisions are generally taken above the head coach's role at Chelsea, Maresca is highly likely to fight his case to keep Nkunku. Even given the vast amount of substitute outings made by the player, he still has 13 goals and 1 assist from 32 outings in a Chelsea shirt. with Chelsea having ambitions to finish in the top 4 in the Premier League, win the Conference League and also participate in next summer's Club World Cup. They will need as many players as possible. The upcoming schedule may also dictate that Jackson does not start every Premier League fixture, realistically giving Nkunku his chance to stake a claim for more opportunities. Serious topic. Another Nigerian striker added to Manchester United's transfer targets. Boniface returned to Germany with a thigh injury after featuring in Nigeria's 2 games during the just concluded international break. Super Eagles and Bayer 04 Leverkusen striker Victor Oko Boniface has joined Ademola Lookman on Manchester United's list of transfer targets, Soccernet.ng reports. Despite missing about 3 months of action for Diewerkself due to a thigh injury, Boniface played a huge part in Leverkusen's domestic success last campaign, with over 30 goal involvements as they won the league and the DFB Pokal. He's continued his rich vein of form this season, scoring 8 goals across all competitions, and is currently nursing a thigh injury. According to Sky Sports Germany reporter Florian Plettenberg, Ruben Amorim's Manchester United have set their sights on the 23-year-old Nigeria international. The record English Premier League champions will now monitor the former Union St. Gilloise forward closely over the next few months after being linked with a host of different potential targets, including Boniface's national teammate, Ademola Lookman. Ruben Amorim's arrival has seen United restructure their targets to the needs of the Portuguese tactician. Should Boniface join Manchester United? Manchester United have hit rock bottom in recent years, and this season is no different. The Red Devils have won just 4 of their 12 Premier League goals, scoring just 13 goals, the same number of goals relegation-threatened Ipswich Town have managed to score. This highlights United's profligacy in front of goal, and it isn't far-fetched that they want a striker. Rasmus Højlund is yet to develop the killer instincts the United strikers of old were known to possess, while Joshua Zirkzee enjoys doing everything right on the pitch, except being a striker. Marcus Rashford's career has blown hot and cold, and if anything, he's famous for what he could have turned out to be, now what he actually is. The Englishman is inconsistent. With Amorim turning to Boniface, the dynamic changes as he's experienced success in Germany and has a winner's mentality. However, the striker has mentioned several times that he doesn't want to play in England. While Boniface might change his mind, United's most likely fit would be Sporting Lisbon's Victor Gyökeres, who is one of the most informed center forwards in Europe, scoring 24 goals and providing 4 assists in all competitions for Cristiano Ronaldo's former side this season. He's also worked under Ruben Amorim at Sporting Lisbon, and that'll surely only strengthen any potential links with a move to Old Trafford. Amorim to stun Liverpool with Man United swoop for star who ticks all the boxes. Ruben Amorim has told Manchester United to challenge Liverpool for the signing of Wolverhampton Wanderers star Rayan Ait-Nouri, it has been claimed. According to a new report, Ait-Nouri is high on the wish list of Man United's new boss Amorim. Man United have made the signing of a left wing-back a top priority, and Ait-Nouri ticks all the boxes for Amorim's 3-4-2-1 formation. United are on high alert as the Algeria international is looking to leave Wolves at the end of the season. Ait-Nouri believes he has put himself in a strong position for a transfer, as his Wolves contract expires in June 2026. The report, which comes from The Sun, states that Amorim is eager for a new left wing-back to join as he is concerned by Luke Shaw's fitness record. It is also suggested that Shaw could play alongside Ait-Nouri if he remains fit by operating on the left of Amorim's 3 central defenders. United moving for Ait-Nouri will see them enter a transfer battle with rivals Liverpool. Arne Slot's side are also on the hunt for a left-back as they want to find a long-term replacement for Andy Robertson. Liverpool have registered their interest in Ait-Nouri too, and were told on November 3rd that Wolves are open to selling the 23-year-old for a reasonable price. Ait-Nouri among several wing-back options for Man United. There are other left-back/left wing-backs under consideration at Old Trafford, should United miss out on Ait-Nouri to Liverpool. Sources have confirmed to Team Talk that United are big admirers of Bournemouth's Milos Kerkez, though he is also on Liverpool's shortlist. United hold interest in Alphonso Davies, who is preparing to leave Bayern Munich on a free transfer at the end of the season. The Red Devils are prepared to offer Davies a competitive contract, but they know it will be tough to stop him heading to Real Madrid. United were briefly linked with Paris Saint-Germain fullback Nuno Mendes recently, only for such speculation to be quickly dashed. Arguably the easiest player for United to sign for the left side of defense is Álvaro Fernandes Carreras. United have a buyback clause for the Spaniard and are considering activating it amid his impressive form with Benfica. Ait-Nouri is not the only Wolves player impressing United recruitment chiefs. Recent reports suggest United are tracking striker Matheus Cunha amid his electric form. The Brazilian has previously admitted to being flattered by United's interest. It is unclear whether United will have the funds to capture a new striker in January, but they definitely need to sign one in the summer. Cunha is one of several striker options being monitored by United, as they have also shortlisted Victor Boniface and Omar Marmush. Bayer Leverkusen's Boniface and Eintracht Frankfurt star Marmush are two of the best forwards in the German Bundesliga. Boniface's price tag has yet to be revealed, while Marmush is valued at €60 million, £50.1 million /$63 million. Ruben Amorim gives Man United players ratings out of 10, as dressing room source leaks what happened after Ipswich draw. Ruben Amorim's first game in charge of Manchester United was a 1-1 draw with Ipswich, and he admitted plenty of improvement is needed. Ruben Amorim gave Manchester United players a rating out of 10 for his first game in charge at Ipswich, reports say. Amorim's Premier League managerial debut ended in a 1-1 draw at Portman Road after Omari Hutchinson cancelled out an early opener for Marcus Rashford after just 80 seconds. After showing some promise with Amorim's preferred 3-4-3 system in the opening stages, United struggled to implement the new style after just a few training sessions with the new boss, and Andre Onana was forced into making a number of crucial saves to ensure the Red Devils left with a point. They remained 12th in the Premier League, and the display was a reminder of the tough task Amorim has in attempting to bring the good times back at Old Trafford. And details have emerged regarding how Amorim reflected on his first game in the English top flight. The Sun say that the former Sporting CP boss delivered a rating on how United players fared, giving them a 5 for what they produced and criticizing a couple of players. While he was surprised by the intensity that Ipswich brought and frustrated with some players, he was calm in knowing that plenty of work needs to be done. A dressing room source quoted by The Sun said, Amorim said their performance was a 5 out of 10. He was impressed with Ipswich and thought the game was played at an incredible intensity. But he added that it showed just how much United need to improve. He was critical of one or two players for losing the ball and not being in the right positions. But he also said, some of you I've had for 2 days, some 2 weeks, so he was realistic. He did say they were going to have to learn quickly. Amorim had Amad Diallo playing as a right wing-back, as well as bringing Rashford back into a central striking role and deploying Nasser Mazraoui as a central defender in a back three. Johnny Evans was on the left side of the back line before being replaced by the returning Luke Shaw in the second half. Assessing how his team fared, Amorim felt that United's players were thinking too much about instructions from staff, but liked that they tried to apply the principles discussed. Speaking after the game, Amorim commented, "They tried to do it, that's the main point. We have a lot to improve, but they tried. This is the first point, the most important point. They were thinking too much during the game, trying to cope with everything we said during training. But it was just 2 trainings," he continued. We could win this game, but also Onana did great saves. It's always tough to play in this league, and we will improve in the future. Amorim's second game in charge is a Europa League clash with Norwegian side Bodo/Glimt at Old Trafford on Thursday. Thanks for watching.